Sunday, July 13th is the Lion Channel. I'm John, day 73 of my manifesting journey. I've got some questions for you if you're watching this video. So get ready, okay? If we knew each other, let's just pretend for a second, if we knew each other on May 2nd, okay, which is the first day I started posting videos here on YouTube. And I said to you, and we've known each other for a while, so you know some things about me, habits, the person I've been over the last couple of years. And I said to you, I came to you and I said, listen, see the shoulder, the shoulder that I've been telling you about bothers me, wakes me up in the middle of the night, and I haven't been able to really do any shoulder exercises or work out because I can't raise it. By July 13th, not only am I going to be able to raise it, but I'm going to be able to do 35-pound tricep extensions. Okay. What would you have said to me? Or if I came to you and I said, you know what? That's not even it. Okay. Forget about the shoulder thing. Let's just put that aside because that's done. That's going to happen. But not only am I going to be able to do that, but you know how I've been telling you, like, finances have been tough. We've been like, Mindy and I, my wife, we've been really like, it's been a really tough patch, and it's taking a toll on our marriage. And, we've been like, kind of like at that point a few times, like where it's, you don't know which way it's going to go. And so this car that I probably haven't made an on-time payment in the last 3 months, and we're actually behind now, and I still need to pay it. But not only am I going to be current by July 13th, but we're gonna have this car paid off. We owe 15 grand on it. We're gonna have it paid off by July 13th. What would you have said? What would you have thought? Maybe I'm crazy. I hope you do. I hope it happens. Or if I said to you, you know what? Okay, the shoulder, fine. The car, fine. But you know the type of person I am, right? Like I start things and then I stop, and and I am, in social situations, I'm kind of like not myself. I'm not good with small talk and that kind of stuff. And we've been out together and we talk about it, a lot, about why am I like that in those kinds of situations. Well, not only am I going to improve that, but I'm going to become so comfortable and confident in my own skin and in those kinds of situations that I'm going to improve every single relationship in my life across the board. Even the relationships that right now I'm not even really talking to those people. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to improve those relationships. And then on top of that, July 13th, from this day, May 2nd to July 13th, I'm not going to miss a day. I'm going to make a video every single day, and I'm going to talk about my transformation using the law of assumption. And all I'm going to do to make these things happen is I'm going to use the law of assumption and fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. And that's all I'm going to do. What would you have said to me? What would you have thought? Because we're July 13th, and all of those things that I just talked about that seemed impossible on May 2nd have all happened. And that's all I've done is fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. And so isn't it wild? Like, I'm making these videos every day for a purpose, to like show people that this works. But when you're watching the videos every day, it's such a gradual change that you don't even really realize that I'm making these kinds of changes. But all of those things have happened. If I made a video on May 2nd and just made that video and said, here's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to come back on July 13th, and I'm going to post, and I'm going to show you that all of those things have happened, what would you have said? What would you have thought to yourself? Maybe you would have said, yeah, good luck. But you would have been thinking inside, there's no freaking way. There's no way. How is he going to do that? That's impossible. That's like asking for 4 miracles to happen at one time. But it's happened. Okay? As well as so many other things that have changed, including these videos. I woke up this morning and I accidentally clicked on my video from yesterday. And that's what gave me this idea. And it was the first thing I clicked on. I'm like, okay, it was a pretty good video, so I just listened to it. And then the next video that came on was a video from May. And it was me talking, and I was like, who is this guy? That doesn't even sound like me. That doesn't sound like the guy who made the video yesterday. This sounds like somebody completely different. And I went back to even a month ago, June 16th, and I showed my wife. I was like, listen to this difference. Because it's such a gradual and subtle change. If you go back and listen to my video from June 16th, which is less than a month ago, and you listen to this video, the energy is completely transformed. But you wouldn't know that unless I told you, unless something like that pops up. I didn't even know. And I'm him. I'm the guy. So all of these things are taking place. All of these changes have happened. I'm proving to you that the law of assumption works, and all you have to do is fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. And I have 4 people who are doing it, who are checking in and being non-negotiable. And I've been leaving this open. I started this, in June? The end of June? Maybe some of you are already doing it and falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, and maybe you're scared to post, or maybe you just don't want to post. But let me just read you this quote right here. This is by Ben Franklin. Okay? If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today. If you like what you got today, then fine. Just keep doing that. But if you do the same, if you don't like what you have today, and you don't fall asleep with something different tonight, guess what? Tomorrow is going to look exactly like today, and nothing's going to change. And why can I talk about this with authority right now? Because of what I just said and what I keep saying. I'm not just coming up here and blowing smoke. My life is changing. I've completely flipped it on its head. And just like I said, that's like 4 miracles in 2 months. Those are things that people would have looked at. If you knew me on May 2nd, you would have said that's impossible. Even one of them, you would have said that's impossible. Especially when I would tell you how I was going to do it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. Just imagining and visualizing something different. So this is a simulation. Everything's in here, right? Imagination. If you don't believe it, nothing's going to change for you. You're just going to stay the same. So I want to give you a challenge right now. I talk about that there's no free will, right? Neville Goddard said it. There's no free will. The only free will that you have is in the present moment. Okay, but people aren't present enough to take advantage of that. Even me, I know how important it is, and sometimes it's hard for me to stay present. I have to keep pulling myself back. Imagine someone who doesn't even know. They're just trapped in the simulation and everything just keeps spinning. It's Groundhog's Day. They're like Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day. And I was like that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But if you're here for a reason. You're here because you want to wake up. That's why you're watching this video. Or else you wouldn't even be here. You'd be somewhere else in Facebook land or social media land. But you're here because you created me to help you wake up. Just like I created David to help me wake up. Now I'm doing the same thing. And so right now, your free will, I'm going to make this so simple for you, but it's going to probably be the hardest thing you will ever do. At the end of every video, I say, I love you all, because I do. Because we're all one. So I love me. I love you. We're all one. I love everybody. All right. So I want you to tell me, just type in the comment. And I ran this by my wife this morning because the last 2 days I was pondering this idea came to me in the shower, and I said, wow, that's so simple, but it feels kind of weird. But that's the whole point of this, is to get you past those feelings. So in this present moment, I want you to go and use your power right now and just comment under this video and tell me, because I am you and you are me. You created me. Tell me that you love me. Say, I love you, John. And if you can do that, it sounds silly, but if you can do that tonight, I guarantee you will be laying in bed. If you don't like what you see and you want to change it, okay, I guarantee you will lay in bed with something different. You will feel a sense of accomplishment because I know you don't want to do it. Who wants to do that? Who just wants to comment underneath and tell somebody they love them, especially if you're not feeling that way? But if you can do that and you understand the point is to help you, it's not even for me, it's for you. And you can do it, you'll fall asleep tonight with something different, and then maybe tomorrow you might be open to falling asleep in the wish fulfilled and commenting and becoming part of the Lion's Den. Speaking of the Lion's Den, like I said the other day, machines, okay? Mindy, Marley, Kate, Brent, all non-negotiable. Non-negotiable is a superpower. Things are happening in my life now. Thoughts are coming to me because my subconscious realizes that I mean business. If I put something on my non-negotiable list, it gets done. Every single day, I'm just looking at how to be better, how to make these videos better, how to help people. That's my main focus every single day. And now I'm getting into more of a motivational aspect. I used to be a personal trainer. I used to listen to motivational videos all the time. I actually taught a motivational course at my wife's summer school for 5 weeks, motivating kids. Now I'm motivating not just by motivation. This isn't words. This is coming from somebody who has just transformed themselves and also those miracles that I just talked about in the last 73 days. This is 73 days, okay? Imagine what's going to happen in the next 73 days. My Corvette that I talk about, I can see that being here. The $1 million houses that we were looking at, I could see that being here. I don't know, but it's all coming. It's all here. It's just a matter of when, and that's none of my business. So, prove to me, prove to yourself that you're not a part of the simulation and that you have free will, and use your present power and go now and post underneath. And then tomorrow, come back and join the Lion's Den and become non-negotiable and change your life just like everybody else in the Lion's Den is changing theirs. I'm posting videos for 365 days. So you have plenty of time. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to go eat some dinner. Hot sausage. I love hot sausage. Couldn't eat that. Okay, on May 2nd, if I would have told you, you know what? You know, all these issues I've been having when I eat spicy foods, by July 13th, I'm going to be able to eat any kind of spicy food that I want. Just add that. There's another miracle in there for you. All right, I love you all. Do it. Post. What are you waiting for? You got one life. I love you all. Have a great night.